resonates with my values of being responsible for nature. It is vital for me to ensure a green and great Mother Earth for all generations. I'm inspired to support the movement because I see the impact it has on individuals all around the world. With my 10 million tree planting project, adding more impact to it. Earth Hour is important because it allows us to work towards achieving better resources for nature. Tourism and agriculture are the backbones for Tanzania's economy, and they're also nature-based. So if you don't stop climate change now, these sectors will collapse. I believe in the power of unity and that the climate crisis is a matter of urgency.
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
And we are live. That's right, GW3 Live. We are so excited that today is not only is it a special edition, today with the GW3 Live, we're very excited that we're bringing to the table the one and the only, the producer of the Presidential Award. But before we do that, guys, I just want you to know it's so important for you to keep shining bright. Today is Friday, and we'd just like to welcome you to the GW3 Live show. So without further ado, guys, are you ready? This queen here, you see I got my crown on because I knew royalty was coming into the house. Not only am I excited to bring on this movie producer, she's truly a trailblazer that's just laying down the foundation, bridging gaps, not only in the diaspora, but also in Africa, but I would say across the board in all different aspects. She's a producer, she's a movie producer, she's an entrepreneur, she's a phenomenal woman, as well as one of the 100 most influential leaders. Without further ado, the one and only, now titled Dr. Edna. Okay, Dr. Edna Chichi, and I want to make sure I say it right. You're called you, I hope I said it correct, if not correct me, but Frenchwood. How are you doing today, beautiful?
I am blessed. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, yes. You are you're like a beautiful vision. You know that, right? A vision of love.
You said a vision. Wow.
Yes, and you just keep on getting more radiant and radiant every time I see you.
Thank you so much, Renee. I'm humbled.
Yes, well, you know, you've done something that's pretty spectacular. We've had the opportunity of meeting each other, and it seemed as if it's like life has just really gone fast forward for us, right? I mean, from August, and now here it is getting ready to close out December for 2023. I want you to know how proud I am of you, and congratulations on achieving your doctorate for 2023, alongside with also your presidential award. How do you feel over there, superstar? How do you feel?
I feel humbled. I really, really am excited because the thought of honoring others is sort of the beacon of, progress. To be able to move forward, you have to honor those who are great. And when the name Honoring the Greats came to me, and I started looking at the list of people I was surrounded by that were great, your name was on the top of that list. You were one of the first people I texted. And I was like, well, I'm honoring you. And you were like, what? And so here we are. It's just the amount of grace and favor that is on your life, and all the honorees that were selected, they are carrying the torch moving forward, from senators to commissioners to pastors to leaders. They have to do the hard work. I think when people see you looking pretty with your crown, Renee, Ambassador Renee, they think it's easy. But I told you the other day, I said, when I get in your presence, I have to get a notepad and take notes because of the work you've put in, because of the years. You started so early, and here you are still fudging your head, carrying the torch. If we don't honor you now, when will we do it? These are your flowers. You should get them yearly, daily, and as many times as you can. And that's what I'm here to do. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Not only are you truly a lady of grace as well, but what's so phenomenal about you, Dr. Edna? Just being able to, as you say, recognize individuals. And I'll say this because, the work that is needed and that's required, we would do it anyways. We would do it because we love servitude,
Yes.
being able to be of a good service to others. And I'm so grateful that not only have you all been able to recognize other incredible leaders, I mean, you had a stellar of individuals in the room. Oh my goodness. When you felt, when you walked into the space, you could just feel the power. And definitely the name, the greats. Oh my God. Thank you, Father God, for your vision and your leadership. Now, originally from Nigeria, is that correct? That's
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Nigeria. Oh my God. So we both have something in common. You're from an island. You're from another continent. I'm from New Orleans, the other melting pot. Okay.
Yes, it is.
And it begins with N. We both wear our crowns very well. Share with us, what has it been like for you to make this transition, to leave from home, and now you're this global impact, you're this global icon that's just constantly pouring back into humanity. What has it been like for you, Dr. Edna?
I think for me, it has been a testament of what's in my bloodline. So I'm from a royal bloodline, and I'm for the first time in public admitting that I will be honoring that royal crown. And that comes with a lot of work, but you see, it's already like in your blood. You were born to have a passion for something that would be good for others, be good for all if possible. But as I grew up and I transitioned from Nigeria here, I fell in love with my African American brothers and sisters. I remember being told, avoid them. Don't mix with African Americans. They are not like us. You have the same color, but they're not. That's what all my aunties said. And I was like, what do you mean? They cool. I love the way they rap. And I did a little rap. I did a little, love Gregory Hines. I did tap dancing. I love the stage. I performed. I did the Maya Angelos. I do like 8 accents. So I was into entertainment, and, Black people they were there, but I was like, okay, I have to get into this field. And I have so much admiration for the Black folks who were getting into it at the time when I first came into the country. And so I gravitated to, I was told to avoid African American people. I married. I love them. Something about their bloodline and what they've been through. It resonated with my calling and my destiny to connect with them. I spoke with a highly renowned author the other day, and a book writer, and he said something to me. He said, you're connecting through honoring these women, you're connecting some of these women or people to their roots through honoring them, because you came from Africa and you're honoring American people, women and men and leaders, and you're connecting them back to their roots. So that is truly something destined. It's something in the bloodline that I was meant to do, and I'm enjoying it. There's no stress in doing it. And because in film, I'll say this last thing, in film, the theme for my company, Chichi Movies, is where we film your story. And I say this one line, our slogan is, it's all about the people, and we're here to film their stories. So every individual has a story, whether Caucasian, Indian, you have a unique story. And since as a child, I traveled the world. My mother was an accountant for British Airways, and we saw so many cultures. I realized then that the value and importance of having this world and global connection So all people will matter should you want to thrive in a space where you give what it is that you've been carried to give to others. And that's what I've been doing since I got here.
Well, such a beautiful story from a wonderful soul. And you know, that's something that's so important. Not only what you just shared with us, knowing, you know, your legacy, knowing your heritage, but
Yes.
also understanding as well the importance of accepting and appreciating others. You know, I remember back in the day as well when we were in New Orleans and we used to have a lot of Africans that come in. And, you know, I could feel that little bit of a tension there. I'm like, oh, but we welcome you. We really did. You know, I worked with GW3LIVE, and so we would always have the tourists to come into town. And I mean, the men, a little bit different, but the ladies definitely were much guarded. And so it's so important right now, Chichi, Dr. Chichi, in regard to what it is that we're doing, you know, bridging the gap between the diaspora as well as Africa. Not only is it about a healing, it is also about a huge educational piece because, you know, we need each other. We really, really do need each other. So I'm happy to hear you say that because I thought it was just us on our end. I'm like, I don't think they like us. That's literally what I would say. And it's because of the behavior of what we are taught as opposed to just us being able to accept. Well, I'll
One
say
another.
this,
Yeah.
you know, this year, powerful year for you. You know, not only were we able to successfully do the presidential award, and then we were able to turn right back around and turn the stage right back at City Hall, but it's just been about a movement, a momentum that is so required within your company, not only with the film, the whole industry, for also, as it says, event planning for you, which has been really spectacular. But I think also just connecting with relationships, because relationships are truly, like you said, they're everything. And people don't realize this is not something that we did overnight, guys. This is something that we put a lot of hours into, a lot of years as well. Share with us, what has it been like for you making this transition in Atlanta doing events? We love to know that.
Well, I don't know that that's something that I planned for, of course. It kind of fell into my life. I want to give all glory to God because when I was praying at the beginning of February, it dropped in my spirit to honor people. And that was what I heard. And in February, I sat down with a handful of my clients and I said, we're going to go out and we're going to do events and we're going to network and we're going to bring home great, awesome people and connect with them and honor them. So it's not just knowing people, it's honoring them at where they're at, honoring their gift, allowing them to use their gifts in your presence at your event. And that's what I think I did. I plan to do doing these small events is just to make sure that the caterer is good at what they do and I spotlight them. The guy providing the water, the positivity water, that he spotlighted at what he does. The camera crew, the backdrop, the red carpet host, and everyone that's good at what they do get their shine and I can do what I do and keep it moving and still help to connect the key people in the room and of course bring in value at what matters to those that are attending. So for me, it's a very small start. I don't know that it's gonna be anything huge, but you never know. I'm connecting, I'm taking notes when I'm in the room with you. I have my notepad and my pen. I'm like, what did you say? What should I do with that again?
I have my
Renee
notepad
is
and
the
my
queen of
pen too.
events. Renee is the queen of events. So if you're trying to do an event in Atlanta, you want to call her and work with her. And I'm looking forward to 2024 to do some massive events. I know you know I work with the Royal Kingdom, Numi Kingdom. We're doing some events there. We have some film festivals, which are events, that's my wheelhouse. And then of course we have the youth. I own a school. So we have a couple of youth things that we'll be doing in the year as well. And then domestic abuse, which I have a book and all that. We have a lot of things we want to do with domestic violence, ending domestic abuse and helping to support those that are going through it. So handful of things along, again, my wheelhouse. I'm not trying to do anything outside of my wheelhouse, but anything along my wheelhouse that I can support others, help them raise funds, help them bring the right folks into the room, do a little bit of PR in there. I don't know that people know, but I actually have the ability to get you on TV anywhere and even up to Good Morning America. I don't toot that horn, but my mentor told me the other day, you should be doing that. You should literally. And I said, but I can't. And I've had this contact and relationship for 3 years. I just don't use it because I didn't think people needed it. Who wants to go into Good Morning America? But quite a handful of my clients and wonderful people like you should be at Good Morning America with your event. So I look forward to doing a lot more PR for folks this year and getting you guys crowned in the right room. That's what I'm here to humbly do.
Absolutely,
with the
absolutely.
Events. Yes.
You know, we just love your energy. We love what you stand for, and then just the quality of excellence that you strive for as well. You know, being able to work alongside with the royal family and coming from the royal family, both of those are just, you know, that's something that is important. And, you know, one of the things we wound up doing this year, going into next year, is all about etiquette. You know, right. Social class. That's something that we noticed was missed in certain industries, and also just with certain families. And so, you know what? I think we could do something like that alongside with your young leaders as well, you know, because in the space that we're in, we have to constantly be those creators, innovators, as well as motivators. I don't have a problem saying that either, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, we are right now not only kicking the door wide open for 2024, but also setting the world on fire with great collaborations alongside with, you know, positive connections, as well as just a major influence right across the plateau. So yes. Right now, we know we're preparing for Africa, again, preparing for Africa. And I know you have some journeys that you're getting ready to prepare for. And I'm looking forward to coming to your hometown. I'm just letting you know right now. I've never gone to Nigeria. And I'll say this so you know, we definitely did our DNA background check. And okay. So I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. Of course, Native American Indian, Cherokee, alongside with have a little bit more Ghana blood in me, yes, as well as England, London, England. But guess how much % of Nigeria?
Nigerian, girl.
1%. I did it by 1%.
But that's all you need, honey.
That's all I need. I'm your sister.
I'm my sister. You act like one too. I'm so thrilled, Renee. Your love, your heart, your passion for people and what you do. And what I love is the authenticity of the time you've put in. You didn't start today. A lot of young people that want to get it, they just started yesterday and they don't understand it. You've got to be in it for a while. And I'm not saying that if you don't start today, you can't make it tomorrow. But those that have been in it a while, there's something about what they bring to the table that is so authentic that we need to continue to do what we do. So connecting with a great hero like you are one of the greats. And you should have the textbooks and you are one of those. You're gonna go out here and you've had a bang in your 20s. You killed it you've been doing it for a while. It's in your blood. You were born to be great. That's the reason why there are other women your age, Renee, and they've not done half of what you've done. And they've not lifted half of the people you've lifted. I met you in 6 months and look at all the stuff I've done. I've been on stages. I've spoken on your stage. I mean, look at that. That's what I mean by the power, the impact. You're moving with what we were born to do. You're wearing this crown that shows up when people meet you. Yes. You're a queen in your space and you're not afraid to own it and then lift others up. And that is absolutely beautiful. And I'm so honored to be a friend, acquaintance, whatever you want to call me. 1% and is not enough, sister. You're my sister.
Oh,
I got a problem. I'll call you.
Yes. Well, you know, they said it's not about the blood anyways, you know, that part, okay? Because
right.
We are connected from the hip, from the toe, all the way up, even to the crown. I don't have a problem saying that either. we're looking so forward to 2024, looking to really do more great work for the humanity, for what we have to do in servicing God. And I'm so excited that you're going to also be right alongside us in every way possible. I want to be right alongside there with you in every way possible. GW3, we want to support you in your, in your mission work, as well as just in your leadership roles as you're empowering others. And I'm looking forward to how we're going to empower our young leaders, for 2024, because our young people truly need more mentors. And I'm looking forward to those opportunities as well. Dr. Edna, you have been just so powerful. Please provide us with some words of wisdom before we close out this segment with you, superstar, please.
I want to encourage everyone to find your zen, find your maker. Everyone has something they believe in. I believe what works for me is that I have a deep connection, or at least my goal every day is to get deeper connection with God. It is my zen. And it has made my life absolutely beautiful in and out. That's my 2 cents to everyone out there, is connect with your God, your maker, whatever you believe in. Connect and have an intimate time, because it's going to matter. This space that you've allowed your maker, your creator, to come in and fill. It is going to matter what the world sees, what you do intimately with your maker. We'll see it publicly. It'll be hidden how you connect with your maker. And I'm talking about God. I connect through prayer and spending an intimate time. And it shows publicly when I step outside. It shows that there's something unique that I do, and that's what I do. And that's what I'd like to encourage everyone to do, is to spend time this New Year's asking God what you should be doing and what you should be doing with your gifts, and writing things down and planning the future ahead. And the Bible says if you make your plans and you write them down, you write the vision, then it can be financed, funded, it can become a reality. You got to write it down, and you've got to get with your maker, the one who has your manual, to sort of put that plan together, and you will win. That's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Absolutely incredible. And you will win. It is winning season for 2024. It's winning season even beyond 2024. And that's why it's so important for you guys to make sure you align yourself, not only with a community, but with also amazing energy, such as the doctor right here, who want to see you win. You see, this is a lot to say in such a short period of time, but I just want to say how honored I am to receive this incredible award, guys. Okay, and not only to receive this incredible award, but also to receive the medallion to go alongside with it, with a presidential award from Joe Biden. And because of you, Dr. Edna, I just love you so much for allowing us to be able to support you in your ministry, as well as with you and your calling as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is just the beginning, right? This is just the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, my beautiful. Well, I'm looking forward to us doing some more great things as I share with you. 2024 is truly about touring Africa. We kick off in Cairo, Egypt, and that's going to be taking place right there in the beginning of March for International Women's Day. And then we'll be traveling over back to Tanzania. I'm grateful to be an ambassador of the Sharon Ringo Foundation. And so we'll be headed up to Tanzania. And then in August 2024, Nigeria, here we come. Oh my goodness, let's go. Looking forward to being before I used to always say, I'm looking forward to putting my big toe in the soil of the motherland. And I've done that. Now I'm going to bring more people. We're going to have to start filming those big toes going into the soil of the motherland. Wow. Because a lot of people haven't traveled to Africa before.
No.
A lot of people have, unfortunately, have had media to dictate what Africa
What
is
they
like.
believe, yes.
And so we know there's a whole different situation that's going on there. Africa is one of the most beautiful continents in the world. In addition to that, the water is the bluest. The people are so friendly. And, you know, I was talking to Mr. Isu. He was just saying, you know, it's not even about poverty in Africa, because it's really not.
No.
It's such a rich soil there.
It is.
So looking forward to visiting Nigeria, and hopefully you could be right there with us, Doctor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I hope to attend in plans as we make plans for the year. I hope to be a part of what you do. And guys, check out Double Decoy. It was shot in Nigeria and in the US, here in Atlanta. It'll be on Netflix in 2024. So as I get more details, I'll make sure I share with you, to share with your viewers. It's a film we produced last year. So excited to have the synergy, because definitely we can do something with you in the film while you guys are there, and do maybe a meeting of the stars or something while we're there in Africa. We could definitely plan something. It'd be fun.
That will be great. That will be so great. Well, keep up the great work with not only with your arms that's giving back. You know, you're so compassionate about, you know, not only, you know, the love for people, but also domestic violence. And then, of course, just empowering more women, as well as just other leaders. You know, that's really in the space that we're in. And as we're closing out the segment, we'll make sure we put that movie premiere or the movie information for Chichi Films, Chichi Movies. We want to make sure you guys get an opportunity to also honor, support, and we look forward to doing our part in Nigeria. Maybe we could do that premiere there as well. Awesome. I love you.
I love you too, Renee. Yes. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you to all the wonderful GW women and the team. I'm so honored to be a part of greatness. Thank you again, Renee.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here with us, guys. Thank you so very much again, Dr. Edna, for being here with us this amazing afternoon, guys. That's what it's about. It's not only about great relationships, but it's truly about how we empower and how we show up for each other. And this is just the beginning, not only just the beginning of greater relationships, more opportunities. So make sure you tune in to GW3 Live. We'll be coming back with more interviews. This whole year of 2024, we are bridging the gap with the diaspora alongside with Africa. And I'm so excited that you'll get an opportunity of having a front row seat right here with us. Again, I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors GW3 Society. You know, it's time to roll those shoulders back and keep that head up. The world needs another game changer, and that game changer is YOU. So you know what, guys? It's time for us to live our life with all intentionality alongside with great strides. It's our season. Bye for now.
It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer Organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.